Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Madam Glam haul. Okay, so here's the deal. I was just kind of puttering around on the website and was thinking to myself, there's probably some of my older polishes that I should probably get a backup for because I've been using them. They're kind of running low, so let's take a little gander at what they have available, because some of the polishes are no longer available, and so once they're gone, they're gone. But if I have an opportunity to pick up some that I can have as a backup, then I'm gonna go for it. And so that's what I did, but I kind of scrolled down to the bottom of their page, and they had the like bundles that you can save an extra 10%, you can save an extra 15%, save an extra 20%. So I decided to just start clicking away and see what it was going to come up as, because I am a VIP member and I get 50% off on their gel polishes all the time. So, except for the ones that are in the outlet section. The ones that are in the outlet section are priced as is, and you don't save any extra on top of that. But anyways, I decided to go ahead and click on that extra 10% because I'm like, surely it's not going to work with the VIP 50% off, right? Well, it did. And so on top of my 50% off for being a VIP member, I got an extra 15% off because I ended up getting 15 polishes. So I'm going to show them to you. I don't think I'm going to open any of these up because these are all backups of mine. But you can see they have the little swatch in the top, and I can kind of tell you why they're some of my favorites. But as always, Madam Glam always sends in these beautiful boxes. They have the little zippy tie thing that holds them closed. My cats, my little kittens, love to play with those. They have these two currently out in the living room, living their best life playing with them. And because I'm a crazy cat lady and my kittens get to play with all of the stuff. So it is what it is. So, oh, that side is blank. Oh, that side is blank as well. So I guess we have back here, we have the all the social medias that you can find Madam Glam on. And it's the bottom where all the information is. So we have the recycle. This is recyclable. You want to learn more about recycling, scan that QR code. And as always, Madam Glam is vegan, cruelty-free, palm oil-free. They have a 21-free formula, and they're HEMA-free. They're also TPO-free. So, I'm not sure if they just have like random boxes or if they have these different boxes all the time. But this one has the white shiny, and this one has the gold like metallic. And this one has it on the side. So maybe these are newer boxes, older boxes, I don't know. But anyways, this is what we got. So this is my haul. I'm going to go ahead and get these all out of the box. And we're going to go through and I'll tell you a little bit about each one and why I got it. Because like I said, these are all backups for polishes that I already have that I use on my clients and or myself and or for content creating. So I'm just going to randomly, I'll just kind of scoot them off here to the side and I'll just randomly pull them up and show you what it is and why I got it. So this first one here, and I did get a lot of pinks because I do have quite a few ladies that like the pinks and use the pinks a lot. So I do have a bunch of pinks that I picked up. So this first one is called Barbie Girl. And this is one of my all-time favorite, most used. My clients love it. I have quite a few ladies that they will do pink all the time. And this is one of their go-to pinks. I think I have another backup of this, but I think my bottle that I'm using right now is just about done. So I'm getting ready to pull that backup out. And this one will then become my backup. And it is a nice like blue-based pink. So it's not like corally, it's that, that it's Barbie girl. It is your typical Barbie pink. Okay, so then moving on with the pinks. This one is a little bit more of a corally. It is a neon, like kind of corally pink, and it is called Baby Nest. This is one of my all-time favorite go-to neon pinks. I use this one year-round, basically, because Halloween nails, as you can see, it's Halloween. Halloween nails, when I do neons, this is a good pink to use within the neons of your like pinks, purples, orange, green, and all of that for Halloween. So that one is called Baby Nest, and it is a very creamy, bright neon pink. And then next up, we have another pink that is OMG pink. And this one, I believe, is a second backup. But again, I think my bottle that I have out in circulation right now is just about to call it a day. And so the backup will come out, and then this one will become the backup. So it is OMG pink. And this one is more of a corally pink. They look a little bit more similar on camera. I don't know if I get closer, if you can kind of see the difference. This one is darker in person than what it's showing on camera, and this one is lighter. So they're very different, but they look similar on camera. This one is more of a neon, so it's got that kind of almost jelly quality. This one is more of a white-based cream, so it's creamier. And then I think last but not least, oh, that one's kind of sort of pink, so we'll do that one next. We have Bright Barbie Pink. So Bright Barbie Pink is another, a little bit less of a blue-based pink than what Barbie Girl is. So you can tell this almost looks kind of violet-y compared to the Bright Barbie Pink. So there, those two. This is another one that my ladies will gravitate towards for their pink needs. So I think I might have another backup of that. Not 100% sure. But so then up next we have Pajama Party, and this one is like a straight up coral. So like we have, there's Baby Nest. Baby Nest. Compared to that, it makes that look very orange. So you can tell it is super duper orange. Compared to Baby Nest, these are both very neon. This one is still just a little bit more of a jelly consistency, but it is full coverage. This one is more of a cream base, but also very bright. And so we've got Pajama Party, our bright coral. And then we'll be getting into the more like subdued colors, and we'll do our glitters last. So let's start with this neutral, and it is called Ballerina. And this is a very, very, very soft pink. It is a very neutral, soft, like grayed out pink. It is perfect for backgrounds, for nail art, if you want a solid full coverage for your nail. Ballerina is perfect for that. It is a nice, like almost skin tone kind of, but kind of pinky. Oh, very pretty, very pretty. Up next we have another like peachy pink. This one is called Shaka, or Shaka, however you pronounce it, however you want to pronounce it. This one is more of a sheer, so it will be full coverage, but if you want that like sheer look, you can just do one coat, and it's more of a jelly. It is kind of on the peachier side rather than pink, but it is a really good like nail bed color if you're doing French, if you're doing like the negative space kind of nail art and you still want it to be like your natural nail. This is a good one for that. And then our last kind of like, I guess, pinky neutral is called All Natural. And this one again is slightly pink. This one is like pinker than what Shaka is. Shaka looks way peachier. It almost looks more like skin tone. This is going to be more of that like off-white pink, if that makes sense. This one is also good for like the negative space backgrounds, but a full coverage, if that makes sense. Like it's not going to look like your natural nail, but it's a good like kind of palette cleanser kind of shade. And that one was all natural. And then this last one here that is like not pink, but kind of pink. It's kind of a purpley pink. And this one is called Vintage Pink. And this is one of my all-time favorites. This was probably one of the first polishes I ever purchased from Madam Glam. Or probably one of the like second or third order that I placed. It probably included that. But I do not have a backup of this one, and mine is... Sorry about that. Mine is getting kind of old, so and it's starting to run down. So I have a backup now for when that one is ready to hit the road. Next up, we have my all-time favorite. You have probably seen this in multiple videos, unless this is your first video, in which case, if this is your first video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So right down there, go ahead and hit it. So you don't miss any of my videos. You can go ahead and hit that notification bell. It will notify you every time I post something. I think it also notifies you when I post on my community tab. And I do a lot of stuff on my community tab, so probably a good idea to hit that notification bell. But anyways, this Dreaming of Iceland is my absolute all-time favorite milky white. I'm actually wearing it on my nails right now. And I did like one coat, so you can kind of maybe still see a little bit of the sparkle through from my builder gel. I do apologize, my nails are grown out and looking kind of ratchet, but that's okay. And I'm halfway through doing these. Well, I'm a third, quarter, an eighth of the way through doing my nails because I filed off my polish today, and that's about as far as I got. But this is sheer on one coat. It does build up in two to be that kind of milky, squishy kind of white for backgrounds. It's kind of it's a good milky white. It's that good sheer milky white. And I think I actually have probably one or two backups of this, but I don't ever want to run out. So I got another one. And I got it at like 65% off? I mean, why not? Okay, so these next three here are just kind of like your basic kind of creams. This one here is a green, and it is called Celestial Green. This is a go-to for Christmas. It's a go-to for St. Patrick's Day. I'm trying to think if there's any other green holidays. I mean, I guess you could use it for whatever you want it to use it for, but anything that you need green, anything that you need a green for, this one is kind of the basic true green, and it's a nice cream. Up next we have a blue. This one is called Maddie. This one was in one of their like anniversary collections. This was like one of the first times that they did the like special label, and this is the little film strip. These were all like, what was it? There was a movie that it was kind of based off of. The names, like the collection was based off of. I can't think of it now. It's been quite a few years ago. But I have a couple other backups of some of the other polishes that are in that collection. The ones that I have used, a lot out of that collection. And this is one that I have noticed that I've started to use quite a bit more. And it was still available, so I went ahead and picked up a backup of that. And it is a nice true blue. It is on the lighter side. It's not like super duper deep blue, but it's not like a baby blue. So it's a little bit brighter. And then our red, this is my all-time go-to favorite red for anything and everything that is red. If you want Valentine's Day, 4th of July, Memorial Day, anything that is red, any holiday that you use red for. Halloween, it's a good blood red. It is kind of a good all-around red. And this one is called Grand Canyon. This one was out of stock for a while, and I was really nervous that it wasn't going to come back in. So the minute it came back in stock, I bought another one. And then when I was, searching through polishes that I wanted to get backups for, I ended up adding a second one to my cart. So now I have a second backup of this, and I don't ever want to be without it. And then we have our 2 glitters, and I've probably hauled these before. If I did, you can probably find that video and see me swatching it or see me showing it. Because, again, I'm not going to open any of these, because once you open them, that's when they start to, the shelf life starts to diminish. So I keep them all closed until I'm ready to use them. But these are 2 of my all-time favorite go-to glitters that I don't ever want to run out of. This first one is called Eco Chic Red. Eco Chic Red. These were from a collection. They were all glitters. I don't remember the name of the collection, but they had a whole bunch of different colors of these chunky sparkly glitters. This one is my all-time favorite go-to. I mean, you can use it with that or any other red, but this is another one that I use for a lot of holidays, for Christmas, for Valentine's Day, all the things, Halloween, all the things. It is a super chunky red. It's got multiple different sizes of glitters, and it is also in a red jelly base, so you get a lot of depth on the nail when you use it, and it's super pretty. And then this last one here is Earth Day Everyday. I believe these were from the same collection, because they had the names on the front of the label instead of it saying Madam Glam. They had the names. There were 2 pink ones. There was this one. Maybe a gold one. I don't remember, but it was a full collection of the chunky glitters. And this one, Earth Day Everyday, is a good neutral holographic. So it's almost like a gray jelly base, kind of a taupey gray jelly base. And it's got holographic glitters, and it doesn't have quite the chunky that this red has. The red has the bigger, medium chunky. These ones are more the fine and super fine, but this works really well for a glitter fade. This can be a full nail. This can also be used for some line work, if you're doing squiggles and stuff. This will also kind of work because it's jam-packed with glitter. So it is definitely my go-to. This one, and they had another one, it was called Stardust. They do not have Stardust anymore, but I think I have maybe one more backup of it left. It was more of a champagne-y kind of gold, but it did have a little bit more chunky glitters in it, but it was also holographic. This one is more of that taupey gray. Really good neutral glitter. This is good for New Year's. This is good for summer nails with a neon, and then you do a pop of a glitter nail, the basic bee nails with the glitter nail. But definitely a go-to in my collection. Don't ever want to be without it. So there it is. So this was my haul from Madam Glam. Don't forget, you can use my code LYN35 to save yourself 35% off of your Madam Glam order. Or you can sign up for the VIP program and get your gels at 50% off. And they also do site-wide sales where you can save 50% off of the whole entire site. And yeah, Madam Glam is always linked in the description of all of my videos. So if right underneath the title there, if you see where it starts to say that, what's happening in the video today, if you click on that and scroll down, it will take you to all of the links. I also have them linked in the description of my channel. So if you just go to the basic home of my channel and click on more to see the description and see what I say about my channel, it will also be linked there, and you can click and it'll take you directly there. You do have to put my code in at checkout because I don't know how to figure out how to make a link with my code that already comes up. So kind of have to do that yourself. But I always say it's better to sign up for the VIP program because you get them cheaper. Like the 35% is good if you're just picking up a couple of polishes. But if you're looking to start your Madam Glam collection, sign up for the VIP. It's $29 a month. It's an auto bill program where that $29 a month goes into your account to spend dollar for dollar on anything off of Madam Glam, you know, anything off their site. I think it started as kind of like, you know, in the subscription, like makeup subscription bags, like the Ipsy bag and the, you know, whatever those other ones are. I don't know. I don't do makeup. I don't know what any of them are. But it was kind of like a mystery box that you would get like once a month. It kind of sort of started as that, but like you got to pick your own polishes. So it was like pick 3 polishes for $29 a month, and you know, you could get 3 polishes each month for the $29. And then they kind of morphed it into just like, it's almost like a savings account. So like it's charged every month to your account, and then it just saves up as credits in your account so you can spend them anytime. I usually save up my credits each month, and then at the end of the year I buy the advent calendar. I mean, you know, I might buy some stuff throughout the year every once in a while. I do stock up on my base coat, top coat, and builder gel for my clients. I do stock up on that throughout the year, so I do use some of my credits here and there, but the majority of them I save and I keep to kind of splurge at the end of the year, and it's kind of like my own little savings account at Madam Glam. I set back $29 a month all year long, and then I go on a shopping spree. And usually they have Black Friday sales, and they have like Christmas sales, they have Cyber Monday sales, all the things. So I just kind of wait for those good sales, and then I stock up on my most needed products, and then pick up some new stuff. So, but this was a really super good deal. I do encourage you to check that out. Like I said, I just scrolled down to the bottom of the page, and it had a thing where it said bundle and save. Now there are only certain polishes that are available within that like selection. So it's not like the new ones aren't on there. And so you can't, I mean, pretty much anything that you would be looking for would probably be on there, but there are only certain ones that are available. But if you're looking to kind of start up your collection, there's a really good selection. Like this is just 15 of the ones that were available. There were plenty more that I either already had a backup for that I didn't think I needed a second backup for, or ones that weren't like necessarily my cup of tea, but they could be your cup of tea. So anyways, definitely go check it out. Like I said, scroll down to the bottom, check out that extra bundle. If you are a VIP member, you will get your 50% off, and then you will save an additional 10% or an additional 15% or an additional 20%. If you get 10 or 15 or 20 bottles, they give you an extra discount. So yeah, if you want to sign up for the VIP, go check it out, get yourself an extra discount, stock up on a bunch of, you know, good staple colors, and you know, then hey, you've got a good start going on there. So anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go so I can get these put away and move on to the next video before my voice gives out, because I have been filming all day, trying to get everything filmed and get my room cleaned up so that I can enjoy my day off tomorrow. I might try to film some stuff tomorrow. I might try to do some nail art tomorrow, but we'll see. I do have one client coming in the morning, and then the rest of the day is my day off. So I might just spend it with my hubby, hang out with my hubby, but I need to do my nails, so that's on the docket as well. And I might film it. I don't know. We'll see. I have to do it left-handed, so I don't know. Maybe y'all want to see that. Maybe you don't. But I would say let me know in the comments below, but this is not going to be posted for a while, so I guess that's kind of a moot point. But anyways, I hope you all have an amazing day. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that little notification bell. Make sure that you're notified every time that I do post. I don't think there's anything else that I needed to say. So once again, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I hope to see you in my next video.